Started waking up through the night, unable to sleep, having back pain, rib pain. I couldn't find a position to sleep where I could actually sleep through the night. Kind of pushed it off for a while as being related to what I was going through stress. My wife convinced me it'd be a good idea for me to see the doctor. Doctor sent me, local doctor that is, to get a CT scan, and my world changed. I was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer right out the gate. The cancer had already spread to my ribs, my hip, my spine. Went to a local oncologist. That local oncologist pulled out a whiteboard, wrote down a few drugs, how many months they would last, and basically said at that point, I'm out of time. I told my wife, I said, hey, I'm in benefits. I said, we have a patient navigator as part of our programs that we offer employees, and we actually have access to it as well. And I said, I'm going to reach out to them and see if they can get me some recommendations on a center of excellence to get better care, if you will. So called them, and the nurse said, oh, absolutely, you need to go to either Johns Hopkins, Sloan Kettering, Mayo Clinic, somewhere that has the best tools available. Johns Hopkins was about an hour and a half from my house down the road. I said, let's get Hopkins. The nurse advocate went up and beyond. She actually contacted people she knew at Hopkins, gave them copies of my scans. They got me in to get biopsies within a couple weeks. Next thing you know, they're telling me, hey, we got a clinical trial that we think might be right for you. At the same time, I made a decision that I was going to do everything I could to live, and found a book called Radical Remission. In this book, it looks at people that beat the odds and what were the commonalities between those people. And I said, I'm going to do every one of them. And most of them were like lifestyle changes, making sure you exercise, eating mostly a plant-based diet, figuring out a reason to live, not that you just don't want to die, and a better spiritual connection. And so I started embracing every single one of these fully and not like half-heartedly. I went cold turkey. I'm like, bacon is no longer part of my life the next day, and I haven't had it for 7 years. So did all of those things, and amazingly, within 6 months, I was in full remission. Now, they kept me on maintenance meds for about 6 years. And the latest change is now that they've taken me off of all cancer meds because I've been undetectable on all scans and all blood work. And they don't even know what to do with it because they have nobody like me that they can use as an example to say, hey, this is how long we do this, and then we know you're okay. We're in a new terrain, but I'm believing that I'm going to be that guy who beat the odds because that's what everything looks to be showing.